Hey everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome back. I'm making some progress. I did bite the bullet and I hooked up the auger and then I immediately buried it. Well, I buried it on the second hole. I didn't bury it on the first hole. So I'll show you my progress in just a second. First, I've got to unload all this concrete. The thing I don't like about this auger, besides burying it, which I've only done twice out of 10 holes, so 20% of the time, maybe a little less. My posts are only like 6 inches, so I have to use a lot more concrete because I don't have a 9-inch auger bit. So that is a consideration. I ran out of concrete. But I think I figured out the fastest way to get one pen made. So that's what I'm working on. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm going to move 800 pounds of concrete real quick. And then we'll go back there. The easiest way I found to do this is to park a pallet right there and put them on the pallet. Let me get out of the wind. It's unfortunate, as late as I went to Lowe's last night, I couldn't find anybody to just forklift a pallet in the back of the truck. That would have been the easiest way. So basically, I moved them all from the cart to the tailgate, and then I moved them up so they weren't such a strain on only the rear axle. I think the truck, it's an Avalanche. It's not like a real truck. It's a truck, but it's not. I think it's only rated for like 1,200 pounds, so I was within the limits, but I still like to take it easy because Beth can't drive a stick, and this is the automatic, so if she needs to go somewhere and this truck doesn't work, then I have to take her. And I ain't nobody's chauffeur, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. If I need to take her somewhere, I take her somewhere. All right, let me get this stuff on this pallet, and then we'll go out to the yard. Just like that. Boom. That literally took 5 minutes. So I had recorded some footage a couple days ago, and it was super windy, and I thought I was in a good position. I wasn't. So, I mean, it was an update, but it's nothing you missed if you're super interested. So let's come out here. Okay, so I figured the fastest way to get this done would be to finish the little pen. So I hand dug that one because it's close to the building. I augered that one, and I augered that one over there. And then that's going to be an H. The big post behind it shifted a little. I didn't concrete those, I should have, but it shifted a little, but it's solid where it is now. That's why it looks a little janky. But the post right there, that one is straight up and down. So all I really need to do is I need to dig a hole for the post where the gate will latch, somewhere around there. And then since I've already got the stuff done over on this side, once I get that post dug and the concrete put in it for the gate latch, I can go over there, put the H's together, mount the gate, and then put some wire on it. And then I just wire this when all these are set. And then I've got one pen. Well, not my final, but it is a separation. I was debating whether or not to put a gate on this side. I think I'm going to. So what I'll probably do is I'll come off that post right there, make an H, and then put another post to latch, and then I probably won't I haven't set that post yet, but I've got the hole dug, that post right there. I'll probably just string it from there to the gate latch post, because it's probably, that whole length is probably 30 or 31 feet. It's not that long. So you figure if I do an 8-foot H off of that one, and then a 10-foot gate, that's 18 feet. There's only going to be like 12 or 11 feet, because once you add the width of the post, you got to take this out. So it'll be less than 12 feet that I'm stringing wire. So I'm probably not even going to worry about making an H. I'm just going to do it. So I think I've got enough posts. When I went, I get 4 5s. I wish this would focus on me. There we go. I get 4 5s for my horizontal and 5 6s for the verticals. Well, the guy messed up and he threw 3 extra 5 6s in there, or maybe bigger. So I didn't complain, because those are more expensive and it was their mess up. We were both loading, but he grabbed the last 3, and I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything. I spend enough money there, and their stock is through the roof this year. So I may have to go get some horizontals, but I mean, those are about $6, I think, and I probably only need like 4 of them. So once I get, let me spin around. Once I get the post for that gate to latch to, I could start working on the rest of the stuff. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I think it's supposed to freeze Monday night. So I want to get as much concrete in the ground today, so it's got a good 48 hours before it freezes. So I'm going to do some stuff, and I'll be back with an update when I'm done for the day. I tried to get some footage of the auger, but it's really hard if I'm on the tractor, and I don't usually operate it off the tractor, because once I get it going, I've got to pull forward a couple inches and adjust a little. And my stabilizers for my 3-point, one of them broke and one of them bent. So the thing kind of leans to the right a little bit. But since I'm putting in 6-inch posts in a 12-inch hole, you know, I've got plenty of leeway. It's not so good when you're trying to tamp telephone poles, though, because you don't have a lot of room. You got to clean it up with a post hole digger, the manual ones. Which isn't a big deal, but it is a consideration. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here, my method, you can measure. What I normally do is I lay the gate on the ground about 2 inches from the post where I'm mounting it, and then I mark where my hole is, move the gate out of the way, dig my hole, and then line the gate back up. See how close it is, because I hate having like a 6-inch gap or something on the other side of gates. They say that a 10-foot gate, here comes the wind. They say a 10-foot gate will fit between a 10-foot opening. The gate is actually not 10 feet wide. So, I mean, you can measure, but I found this way to work pretty well, so that's the way I do it, because my tape measure is a piece of crap. So if you're looking for a birthday present from me in August, a decent tape measure, that's for Beth, not for you guys. All right, I'm going to get to work. Well, it looks like all I'm going to be able to do today is posts. The way I do my H's, I've got this, I've got a spool of, I think it's 12 gauge, some kind of coated something or other. And I use these little crimps. They look like little number 8s. And so you take a wire stretcher and you stretch it and then you crimp it. Well, the asshole puppies, they got over to where they weren't supposed to, and all my screws, nails, staples, T-post clips, they just tore the bags and just flung them around. And I walked out here with my big magnet a while ago and I gathered up as much as I could. I think the little 8 things, the little crimps they may be aluminum, I'm not sure, but I can't find them anywhere, so I guess I just get to dig posts today. I know there's a way to do it with barbed wire and just take a big screwdriver and twist it, but I don't like to use barbed wire where the sheep are going to be, because a couple of our 2020 lambs, usually Sunshine, the one that's always next to me when I'm out here, they like to stick their heads through the fence and eat the grass on the other side. And so barbed wire is really bad for them to get snagged. All right, homies, I think I'm done for the day. I got all the posts set that I wanted to get set, and since I can't do my H's at the moment, I'm just working on cleaning out the barn. Beth came out and started sweeping all the old dirty straw into a pile, so I've just been putting it straight in the bucket and just dumping it. I cut the hell out of my finger on the skid steer quick attach handles. I don't know why they would make something like that so sharp. I know better than that. One of them is really hard to pull, and I pulled it, and it got me. It's not deep, but it's bleeding a lot, so I'm gonna go dump this crap, literally, and go in and have a beverage. Somebody may inevitably wonder how I do the concrete on my posts. I just basically mix it in the hole. You can make your "that's what she said" joke if you want. I know there are better and more effective ways to do it, but for me, it seems to work out pretty okay if I get my post where I want it. Dump about half a bag of concrete in there. Throw some water in from the watering can, and then dump the rest in. Make sure it's, even on top. And then dump the rest of the water till the hole fills up. And then, since I'm out here working, I check on them every once in a while. And once that water has soaked down, I put more on it. And it seems to work pretty well. The guy that installed our fence initially, that we hired a couple years ago, it had just rained. He came out and dug holes and just dumped the concrete in, and that concrete was sucking up the water from the wet dirt. We haven't had a rain in a while, though, so I had to add my own water, but that's how I do it. It's too much of a pain for me to mix it in a wheelbarrow and, dump it in or shovel it in. So I just throw the powder in and dump some water on it. So I'll keep you updated if you're interested. Leave me a comment if you're not. I'll probably just skip to the finished product. But if you are, I'll take the time and show you what's happening. At any rate, I'm going to go dump this off and maybe walk down and feed the ducks and go go chill. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.